Okay, we're gonna do a review of the One Piece manga chapter 1165. This is the latest chapter. And this one, I'm pretty late for this one. It's been 5 days, I guess, since this chapter got released. And I promise that I will be doing in my last video, in my last One Piece video, I promise that I will be doing a review for the spoilers of this chapter. But apparently, I didn't find it that much interesting since we already know what's gonna happen in this chapter. This one has already been talked about by Sengoku like hundreds of chapters ago, so we both know what's gonna happen here. Raxus Sabak is gonna be killed by Garp and Roger, and no surprises here. It is exactly what happened here. There are just some details that Sengoku didn't mention since, yeah, this is the full story of the God Valley incident. And this chapter just started with them clashing using their haki powers, but Rox with the Domi reversed boost is so strong that none of the attacks from Roger and Garp combined is hitting or taking any damage to Rox. So even with the very powerful haki of these legends, they're not doing any damage at all. You see right here the piece of Garp. He's putting all his strength in this punch, but yeah, it is not doing anything. And Brax is just making them fly. The surroundings is even getting destroyed so much now, but I'm kind of disappointed with the damage right here because Whitebeard clashing with Rax already torn down this one piece of the giant mountain. But these guys, which are said to be much stronger than Whitebeard, Garp, and Roger, clashing with full power rocks, they are not even managing to damage the remaining piece of that giant mountain. But yeah, that's my only disappointment about this. Maybe they're using their haki in a different way compared to the destructive power of Whitebeard. They're using it much efficiently and more focused on their enemy, but I don't know. So to summarize this, I'm not gonna read it anymore since you guys have probably already read this, and me myself included. And all the people in the island is just trying to escape away from this island, trying to find the boat because they want to escape this destruction that is happening here. And Garp and Roger is analyzing how they're gonna manage to hurt or even put a little dent to rocks. And we have a cool sequence here with Roger using his blade, and he managed to hit rocks. And then some funny stuff from Garp. He grabbed Rock's feet and thrown him to that side of the mountain. And we also have here Big Mom and Kaido talking with each other because they're now separating. And Big Mom saying that Kaido has a huge depth, so they're gonna be separating ways. And also we have a very surprising reveal with the father of Marco. He's called Pologram. And apparently he's the one who joined Whitebeard's crew. And then yeah, he just looks like Marco. He's just a total copy of Marco. Stasi, Gloriosa. Gloriosa is gonna ride in Roger's ship. And then we also have Ragon. He's now called Wragon because he's having a lot of wins in this flashback. So another win for Dragon here. He threatened his captain that he is gonna punish him if he's not gonna save the remaining civilians in the island. So this is really cool from a cadet or a beginner marine threatening his superior like that. It's gonna be it's gonna result to a lot of problem for anybody who is new to the marine job. But Dragon doesn't care any of that at all right now because he is really frustrated to what happened to baby Shanks. He wasn't able to save the baby, so yeah, he's frustrated. And he also witnessed a lot of cruel stuff, seeing the celestial dragons just making all the people, the civilians, like a toy. So he's really angry right now. He doesn't care about anyone right now. He just want to escape from the Marines, I guess. A first time marine, a beginner marine, just want to escape this one already. And yeah, threatening his captain. That's really cool. Ragan, I'm saying it right now, maybe he's the strongest right now in the current One Piece story because yeah, he has the most wanted criminal in the history label or title. So yeah, Dragon is winning. That island will never have existed, understood? Yeah, this is Imo talking to his underling. he wants this island to get blown, to be eradicated, to not exist. But the other mountain right now is starting to collapse, so we're seeing a little bit of uh, distraction right here, but still not comparable to what Newgate and Rux did with their clash. So maybe they're just using their attacks more focused. That's my only interpretation about it, because it is really implied that these guys are much stronger than Newgate. That's power scaling wise, guys. For those who doesn't care about power scaling, you can just skip this one. Not really. Anyway, Roger trying to analyze what's really happening with the Haki stuff, the superior Haki that they're fighting right now, because the power of Rux is just negating their attacks, and I think that's because of the quantity. I think that's really it. The quantity of the Dome Reverse Rux Haki is just so much to handle, even with these guys, these legends fighting together. But Garp is showing how much he knows about Haki more than Roger here. So this is the topic in all the community right now, that Roger has a superior knowledge or understanding about Haki, because he's teaching Roger right here, the Pirate King. He's teaching him, but maybe this is because Garp is a marine, so he has the correct, that's what I'm gonna call it, the correct knowledge or studies about Haki. So that's why I guess he knows more about this stuff. But both of them is confirming here that they both have armament Haki as well as Supreme King Haki. Garp is saying to Roger right here that they should just surpass the quantity and the quality of their Haki that they're gonna use for their attack, and they are not holding back with any of it, because they are gonna use their final attack, full powered attack, in one single strike. So this is really a risk. If this is not gonna be effective, they're gonna die. Rux is gonna survive, Emo is gonna win if they are not gonna hit their final attack, but they are confident enough to use both of their final attacks that they're gonna combine and use to defeat Rux. So this is a risk, this is a gamble, but they don't care. They just wanna save Rux. This is what I'm kinda curious to, because this chapter didn't really show if Rux died in this final battle, but Garp said that they should do something about Rux. Rux is just begging them to kill him, but Garp and Roger didn't confirm that they should kill him, so I don't think Rux is dead yet. That's my speculation, but I don't know, since Roger is crying already and Garp and Rux begging them to kill him. I don't know, this is really 50-50, but the possibility of Rux still alive is still on the table for me. And what's funny here is that Garp also said that he is gonna capture both of these monsters together, so he came here to capture Roger and Rux at the same time, so he's really that confident. But yeah, he has the power to do so, I guess, because these guys is just on the same level, I think. But with the Dome Reverse, Rux is superior to them right now, so that's why they're fighting together to defeat him. And yeah, they're using their final attack, and this is the last page. Roger using an attack called Ace, literally the name of his future son, and Garp is using some kind of an attack similar to what Luffy uses in his Gear 4, but I guess this is much more powerful because Garp is just more knowledgeable. I think he has the most knowledge about Haki right around this moment. And yeah, in this panel, Rux is shown to get hit by this one, and I think this is Oda trying to tell us that Rux is defeated and killed by this attack, but I don't really believe that. I think Rux is still alive. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but this is really 50-50 for now. Maybe Rux is still alive, but we can't be sure yet. There is still a next chapter probably about the God Valley Island. Maybe the aftermath of the God Valley Island. Maybe that's gonna happen in the next chapter, and we're gonna see. We're gonna be confirming if Rux is already dead and what's gonna happen next. What's Emo gonna do to this island to make it disappear? Maybe that's gonna happen in the next chapter, or maybe this whole flashback is really ending in this chapter. But overall, if this is how the God Valley incident or the God Valley flashback is gonna end, for me this is kinda disappointing and a bit rushed. But that's me just saying my opinion. I'm not really complaining. I still think that it is really well done. The characters being explored more here, the lore being explained a little bit more is really satisfying. But I believe there's still next chapter for this flashback, maybe the aftermath. Yeah, that's my guess. Yeah, this is my review for now. I know that it's short, but I just wanna do a review about this. And I'm really a fan of the One Piece, especially the manga. So I'm doing this because I like it and I want you guys to also get my opinions about the whole One Piece manga. So that's all it's gonna be for now. I thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can know if I post or upload videos such as this one again. Also, comment below what do you think about this chapter, or do you think that is rushed, or do you think that there's still the next chapter for this whole God Valley flashback? Also, who do you think is the MVP of the whole God Valley flashback? Also guys, I want to know, rank your top 10 strongest characters in the whole God Valley incident arc or the whole God Valley flashback. Rank your top 10 in terms of strength, since I'm really curious about your takes on that one. I'm a power scaler in some way. I'm not that critical or technical about power scaling. I'm not that super knowledgeable about that whole hacky technicalities, but I really like power scaling. That's why I like the One Piece manga, because it has quality power scaling in it. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.